tea. Right, let's get going. Happy Monday, everyone. I woke up so tired this morning. Let's have a little bit of a jump around to get into our body. Let's just have a ball in our hands and let's just pass it around to start with. Let's just have a little bit of a stretch up. And just to stretch down to the ground. Let's have our morning wake up. Let's open our arms wide for the week. And let's start by passing the ball around. Okay, so what I don't want you to do is bend your arms this morning. Okay, so no bending for now. So keep them arms as straight as possible. Wherever you need to go around your back to keep them straight, pass them. Let's pass it above your head. Let's pass it between your legs. And let's work in this circular motion, just passing that ball. And just really being aware. Morning, Ben. Oh, of all our muscles waking up for our Monday. Let's work on all the different planes. Let's just bring some movement to our wrists as we do this. So continue passing that ball around, but just bring some movement to your wrist and to your fingers. And let's just start by throwing one ball up in a fall and waving with the other hand. One ball up at 4. Let's give each other a little morning wave. One ball up and a wave. One ball up and a wave. Wave at yourself. Give yourself permission to laugh at yourself. Waving at yourself. And let's just take our energy into that ball. Let's throw it any way we want this morning. So up, around, back and forth. And let's just take a second or 10 to just take a deep breath in and just ground ourselves in this moment. Let's take that breath in. And that breath out. Let's imagine this ball and the hands and the movement as a fluid bit of motion. Okay, so instead of just throwing it, think about your arms and think about as soon as you catch it, taking that into a journey and taking that ball on a journey of fluid motion. And then take a deep breath in. And then out. And in our own time, let's take it to a 1-1, back and forth, but let's do it gradually. Okay, so every now and then bring a 1 into that practice and then just slowly bring it to the space where it's a continuous 1-1 back and forth. And let's just take our attention to the ball and our hands. So before jumping into any gratitude this morning, every time you throw that ball, I want you to stretch those hands out as wide as they can. Okay, so as soon as that ball leaves the hand, feel the stretch in the other hand. I want you to watch the hand that is opening. Don't watch the ball, watch the hand that is opening. And see how fast you can get. Take your attention to that hand that's opening. Widen those hands. See, feel what happens to your arms. Keep that maximum stretch in those hands. And let's open them so wide that all we're using is our wrists. And recognizing the difference and how our body has to adapt to do something that we actually find so simple by just changing this. Okay, so let's bring them back in again, watching those hands, and let's slowly, in small increments, get wider until we're here. Okay, and we're just using our wrists and we are still watching our hands. I've not been able to catch one yet. I've got so many balls around. So I've got the box of juggling balls here. So at the end of every session, I have balls everywhere. And generally on a Friday, I'll leave them. So this morning, they're covered. Okay, let's bring those hands closer. Let's take a couple of deep breaths and let's find some gratitude this morning. So let's take a deep breath in. And as we do that, let's just ground ourselves in the moment and find something that we are grateful for. Then let's take another deep breath in. Maybe let's widen those arms a little bit. Let's find either something else that we're grateful for. Catch those thoughts. Or maybe dig in a little bit deeper. So if you've thought of something, maybe think about 3 things within that made up that situation or that makes up that person. So we can always dig in a little bit deeper and find more reasons to be grateful. Let's take a deep breath in. And then when we breathe out, let that smile wash over your eyes this morning. Okay, let it wash over your eyes, let it wash over your face. And then breathe in again. Let's get a bit faster with those throws. Let's breathe in. Let's bring a smile to our face on the way in this time. Let's catch and throw those thoughts. And then as we breathe out, we're going to feel that in our tummy. Okay, so big breath out, but really bring that smile down into your tummy. Okay, let's take our eyes open a second and let's just go for a 4-1. 4-1 here. Recognize this as a little window that we can look through if we've got any worries, anxieties, anything weighing heavy on us this morning. We can look at it through that window. Notice that a third of this window is the gratitude we're holding and finding. And then let's come back to that gratitude again. Let's take another deep breath in. Smiling with everything this time. And then on the way out, we're going to go to a 3 with our arms, but we're going to work those smiles on either side. Smile, smile. So go into a 3 and breathing out. And just letting all those thoughts, that gratitude, wash over you. Find the rhythm here. Try and bring as much movement to this as possible. Swing those arms. Recognize it as that smile. Feel it in your tummy. Okay, so now what we're going to do is on our back, the back end of our smile, we're going to throw our ball and we're going to create kind of almost a rainbow that comes over and it's caught in the other hand. So I'm here, throw it over, catch in the opposite hand, all the way over. We throw a 3, catch, 3. So we've got a smile and we've got a rainbow. We've got a smile and we've got a rainbow. So let's take a deep breath in. Keep connected to that breath as we do that. Recognize that smile, recognize that ball as that rainbow. Okay, so let's grab a second ball, but keep a third ball by if you can already do 4-4-1. So for the first part of today, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to grab both balls to start with. And we're going to think of our own theme for the week this week. I was looking for themes over the weekend, and I was like, I'm going to keep this open. Okay, so it might be tricky to think about right now because I'm putting you on the spot to think about it. But over today or over tomorrow, I want you to think about your own theme for the week. So we've had lots of different words and lots of different explorations. But what I want you to do is I want you to close your eyes. And we're going to recognize this 2-2 as you now. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath in. And I want you to find, we could call it a positive affirmation. We could call it anything. Find your own theme for the week. Give yourself some words to think about every day. And as soon as you've got that, or you're close to that, come to a 4-1-1. Oh. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with 3. I'm going to say 3 different statements, okay? And I want you to think kind of almost questions they are. And I want you to work up to your 4-1-1 with this. So if you're just starting out, we're just working on a 4 and a 1 and a 1, 1, 1, and a 4-1-1. So that 1-1 goes in between the ball. If you can 4-4-1, which I'm still working on, go straight and jump straight into that. Okay, with the 3 balls. The idea here, as I ask this, is that you can juggle, but you can also think about these, the answers to the questions that I'm going to ask you. So let's always keep this juggling going on in the background, whether it's a 4-1-1 or a 4-4-1. The first question or thing for you to think about to answer is how you are going to make today great. This is how you are going to make today great. What does great mean for you? Okay, so let's just take a moment to breathe in and just reflect on that question as we work on our 4-4-1. Every time we drop that ball, just recognize it as a little hiccup, a negative thought. And if you are doing that 4-4-4-1, notice the difference in the beats. Notice the difference in the hit of the hand, the sound. And again, think about how you are going to do something to make today great. That might be internally or it might be externally. So now what I want you to do is I want you to look at one of the balls that you're working with, and I want you to recognize that ball as the great ball. What you're going to make today, how you're going to make today great. If you're working with the same balls, doesn't matter, just notice one or catch the thoughts as you go. So the second thing I'm going to get you to think about as we do this and continue working with this 4-1-1 pattern, 4-4-1, is something positive that you experienced over the weekend. So I've not seen you since Friday. So I want you to dig in to the last 2 days. Whatever's happened, whether it's been a positive experience or a negative experience, or whatever it's been for you, find that positivity within it and feel it. Feel it as we juggle. So again, working on that 4-1-1. Let's do that, and I'm just going to watch just for a second. So Kat and Alice, what I want you to do is you've got one ball, and that one ball's going up into a 4. It's going straight up into one column. When that ball's in the air, the other ball is going to go 1-1. So you go 4-1-1, 4-1-1. So we almost create that shape. Okay, 4-1-1. And then you can do it on the other side as well. 4-1-1 almost creates that box. I'm just going to watch it for a second. So you've got to be a little bit quicker, Alice, there. So you've got to go 1-1. Okay, so what you're doing right now is you're throwing the 1 across, but you're not doing anything else. So it's going to go bam, bam. So it's really fast. There you go. Nice, Kat. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to build up to this third one. Okay, so before we do that, just look at that second ball that you're working with and recognize it as something positive that happened this weekend. And then the third statement we're going to look at today is, what good deed did you do over the weekend? What did you do for somebody else that created a little positive experience for them? What good deed did you do? And it might not have been over this weekend. It might have been last week. But just catch that thought. And if you have got that third ball, recognize that third ball as somebody else and that good deed. And for the last 30 seconds of this, before we move on real quick to the next thing I want to do today, is just throw those balls in that 4-4-1, catch those thoughts of how you will make today great for you, of something positive you experienced for yourself this weekend, and a good deed that you did for somebody else in the past 2 days, in the past week. Let's just take those balls onto the heart for a second. Let's take a deep breath in. And really quick, we're going to do a visualization that is going to probably carry us through our week. So last week we worked on the river, the boat. This week I want to jump back into that cycle. So let's just jump with 2 hands for now. 2 hands, 2 balls, sorry. Not 2 hands. And we're going to just run through these. I've added a few more. So if you remember, we've got the pedals. Okay. This bike, our bike can pedal forwards on a 3-1, 3-1, or it can pedal backwards. Okay, whichever direction you want to call which is fine. But recognize there's one way and then there's another way. We've got our 3-3, our balance. That is us sitting on that bike, making it happen, bringing the steering and our mind into the equation. A 3-3. We've got our 4-4, which are our brakes, which we can put on at any time. We've got our front brake and we've got our back brake. So we've got a 3-1. We've got our cycle. So that's a 3 and a 1 there. 3 and a 1. 3 and a 1. Us balanced atop that bike. 3 and a 3. And then we've got our brakes, a 4 and a 4. 4, 4, 4, 4. We've got a 5-1, which are our wheels. 5 and a 1, 5 and a 1, 5 and a 1. Again, our wheels can go forward, but they can also go backwards. A 5 is a bit higher than a 3, and then a 1 across. 5 and a 3. 5 and a 3. And then on our bike, we've got a 6-6. So 6 is higher than a 4. 6-6. Those are the little things on the spokes of the thingies, you know, that you used to get in the Kellogg's packets that used to like trickle down and make that beautiful rain sound. What are they called? Anyone know? I feel Ben does. Oh, Ben's looking it up.
I remember them as Spokey Dokies.
Spokey Dokies, that's what we're going to call it. Spokey Dokies. That's got a nice rhythm to it as well. So 6-6 is our Spokey Dokies. Okay, they go up, they go down, depending on how our wheels turn, depending on where we go. So I just wanted to introduce that today. I've got one more in that, but we're going to dig back into it tomorrow, and we're going to use this as our story this week. So if you've not thought about a theme for this week for yourself, think about that today. Let's take your balls. Let's put one on your head today, and let's put one on your knee. Okay? And you're going to catch one ball in one hand, one ball in the other. So as you flick it off your head, you're also going to flick it off your knee. And I want you to make it hard for yourself in that. I want you to put the hands in your obvious place that you could easily catch them and then move them somewhere else. Okay? Only slightly. And after 3, we're going to try and catch them. 3, 2, 1. I totally cheated and didn't do them together. I did them one at a time, but that doesn't matter. Nice, Ben. Even though we've not got a catch, we've got a beautiful little butterfly hand this morning. Nice, Rianne. Well done, guys. Put those on your heart. Take a deep breath in. Give yourself a mental hug. Wish yourself well for your day. And I hope you have a gorgeous one. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So I shall see you then. Mwah. Take care and have a lovely one. Cheers, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Joe.
No worries. See you later.
Joe.
Cheers, Pete. Cheers, Rianne.
See you in a bit, Pete.
In the half an hour.
Yeah.
We have a dress rehearsal for a gig later in the week. We're having a virtual dress rehearsal in half an hour.
See you later, guys. I can't end this. I don't know. Move it. There it is. Cheers for joining in live, guys. I'll be back here tomorrow at 9 o'clock. You can join in on Zoom if you head over to spaceplans.com, or you can come back right here live.